The model ship conceals a clue
To one of the greatest secrets in all history.
Stephen, you've been involved with this project since 1983, on and off.
Yes.
How did you become involved?
My assistant at that time brought in some French coverage on Raiders of the Lost Ark. It kept referencing a series of books by Hergé called TinTin, and I started reading the books, and then I sort of went back to my childhood, and I discovered TinTin for the first time.
I'm warning you. Get out while you still can. These people do not play nice.
I started to read things about Stephen doing a Tintin film.
Oh.
So I was just a young filmmaker doing my early movies, and then, but looking forward to this Tintin film that was going to, and it took years and years and years, and I was waiting and waiting and waiting. And then eventually, 6 or 7 years ago, Stephen calls and starts to talk to us about the concept of doing a digital version of Snowy for a possible Tintin movie.
the key, Snowy. Not the sandwich. The keys.
How could you let them escape?
Were you nervous when you called?
A little bit nervous, but I was excited. I mean, just to actually be asked to do something to do with Tintin and then for it to be Stephen, I mean, these are two things coming together that are pretty cool.
But had you met at that point? Did you know each other?
I handed him the Oscar statuette for the final Lord of the Rings in front of millions of people, and that's how we met on camera. And then we went
didn't
back.
know each other?
No, we hadn't met before. Then we went backstage, and we spent a little time together, and that was the first time we met.
Stephen and I just started talking about Tintin and the characters, and then we just started to talk about the idea that if it wasn't live action, would it be possible to take Hergé's drawings using complete CGI animation? And then at some point, Stephen asked me if I wanted to be involved in the movie. Obviously had to think very seriously about that. It took me, 2 or 3 seconds.
What is it about Tintin that's become such a phenomenon? It's sold hundreds of millions of books.
I think it's amazing what a straight man Tintin plays, what a kind of Boy Scout he is, and his tenacity to get to the bottom of a story and discovers all the mysteries and all the secrets, and yet he's surrounded by these very quirky characters to the point that Tintin almost feels squeaky clean.
I'm surprised at just how excited he still is about making films. I guess I thought there would be, with his incredible depth of experience and everything he's accomplished, I thought there'd be a sense of, well, I'm doing another film. But Stephen just walks onto the set every day like it's the first time he's ever been on a film set.
This may sound crazy, but I've got a plan. Excellent.
Did you hit anything?
Oh dear. I didn't really appreciate Peter's humor until I sat down and met with Peter, and then realized that Peter was going to bring a whole layer of humor to this collaboration on Tintin. We collaborated on this one. It's my only experience in my entire career of having a producer who's mainly a director with me in creative spirit every day, consulting on almost everything. But where it all comes down for me, where Tintin is concerned, and why we did what we did with this technology, is the medium is not the message here. The characters in the story are. And that's where I think we both come down.
I want Tintin!